If you want to get better at improvising on saxophone, there's really only one exercise that you need to practice that's going to transform everything that you're doing on your saxophone. The reason that this is important is, so in this video I'm going to show you what that exercise is and how I use it to improve my improvising. So it's been a bit crazy in our house this week and I've not had a lot of time to practice. So I've got a few minutes now and that means I want to make the most of this practice time and really do something that's going to help me to get better. So let me show you this exercise. I think it's really going to help you. But if it's your first time here, do click subscribe because I'm putting new videos out all the time and I don't want you to miss any of the new ones that are coming out. Now, one of the most important things when you're learning improvising, and really it doesn't matter if you're a brand new beginner or if you've been playing for a little while, is to really get your head around the blues. I know, a lot of people tell you about the blues, but very few of us do it the right way. The reason that blues is important is because it's the foundation of everything to do with jazz. And by learning the basic blues skills, then you're going to get some great foundational techniques that you can then apply to everything else. But if you don't get those foundations right, then you're really going to struggle with everything else. Now actually I created a whole course on the blues called Blues Mastery for Saxophone. If you're watching this when this video has just come out, you can actually get a half price at the moment at mcgillmusic.com. I'll put a link for you, or a link below, so either up there or down here. But if you're watching this later, then go check out this course. I only open registration a couple times a year, but it is the best course you can do for blues and really get an understanding of that. Okie dokie, so this exercise I'm talking about is very, very simple. All you need is a metronome. I've got my metronome on my music stand here, and I'm going to start with a simple blues scale. Which one should we use? A blues scale. Let's try A blues scale. Now what I'm going to do is put my metronome on it really slow. I've got 60 beats a minute, and what I'm going to do is listen to that metronome and make up really simple melodies, but just using the blues scale. And to start off with, I'm really only going to use the first couple of notes of the blues scale. So if you're unfamiliar with the A blues scale, it's dead easy. A, C, then up to D, D sharp, E, up to G, and up to A. Sounds like this. Blues scale works well for lots of different reasons. I mean, they're all great notes in there. So I'm going to put the metronome on. I'm going to imagine that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I'm trying to do is to make a simple melody that fits with that metronome that only uses the blues scale notes. I'm trying to make simple, clear little melodic ideas, and it's more about the groove. So what I'm trying to work on here is my creativity. Let's have a try. 1, 2, 3, oh. It doesn't need to be fancy. The most important thing about this exercise is that I'm playing with that metronome and I've got a good sense of groove going on there, and I'm also pushing myself to come up with some different melodic ideas. So sometimes I might come up with an idea and then expand on that idea. I'll show you what I mean. 1, 2, 3, oh. Okay, so simple idea, right? But I'm building on that idea, and gives me lots of time to think about what's happening with that metronome and think about what's happening with my saxophone. Hey, do you want to see why I was busy this week? Have a look at this.
Step back.
This is Sadie, and this is the reason why I've been a little bit busy this week. What do you think, Sadie? You want to say hello? So you can imagine what my week's been like. I've been running around, obviously having lots of fun with Sadie, but also doing lots of cleaning up and not getting a lot of time to practice. Okay, enough of that. So let me show you a couple of great tips of how you can take this simple idea and then expand on it if you're an intermediate or an advanced player. So once you've got that basic concept of playing in time with the metronome, which is really the cornerstone of a great solo, then the next thing is to start to move around your other blues scales. So what about if we start on the A blues scale and then we move up to the B flat blues scale and then the B blues scale? I'll show you what I mean. So 1, 2, this is starting on A. 1, 2, 3, ow. So you get the idea. It's such a simple exercise, and you know you can do it anywhere as long as you've got your metronome and your saxophone. Sometimes I do it before a gig, like if I've done the sound check and I've got a few spare minutes, stick on the metronome and find a quiet corner and start playing around. It's so helpful for getting you locked in with that metronome, and that timing aspect is going to really transform your solos. Okay, so one last tip you can do is, if you come up with an idea in one key, try transferring that idea to another key. 1, 2, 3, up. You can do that exercise forever and you'll always be able to find something new. So that's a really simple exercise that I think is so powerful for you. Remember, the most important thing that we're working on here is the link between your saxophone and the timing, the beat, locking in with that so you can create great melodies that fit in with the metronome. If you can get that nailed, that's going to absolutely transform the way you approach improvising. It doesn't matter whether you're improvising on jazz tunes or pop tunes or ska, reggae tunes, any style of playing, it always comes down to that interaction between the timing and your creativity. So this exercise is going to help you. I hope it has. If you use an exercise like this, let me know in a comment. And also let me know if this sort of thing is useful to you with your playing. Don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time here, because I'm always putting out these new videos and I don't want you to miss anything. And if you really want to take things to the next level, check out that Blues Mastery course. It's open for the next few days at a 50% off, but it'll be available a couple more times throughout the year. So if you miss it this time, you can always pre-register and jump on it next time it's available. Happy practicing.
Aren't you beautiful?